Polo G has become something very special within the rap industry within the last couple of years, and while many things are looking amazing for him, there has been lots of things happening behind the scenes that could really affect the future of his music career. Today, I'll be breaking down everything you need to know, so make sure you guys watch the video until the end if you would like to enter our channel's giveaway on any item you see on screen. Just leave a like on the video and subscribe to be entered. Now, Polo G has probably released the song of the year with his new song, RAPSTAR. RAPSTAR has now become the #1 song in the entire world on the Billboard charts, which has actually been one of Polo G's goals ever since he started creating music. And for Polo G to continue to be able to release new songs, he needs to be very, very careful as he is on very thin ice within the legal system. One thing many people do not know about Polo G is that he was once arrested 6 times back to back to back and so on. He stated this in an interview that he did, and he also mentioned even though none of these cases were too serious to the point where he would be facing double-digit years in prison, it's still very serious in the sense that if he gets arrested one more time, he will be doing prison time due to the amount of priors is now on his record. Now, Polo G was involved in a high-speed chase with law enforcement where he was caught driving in a stolen car. He found this car in a parking lot with a friend, and I guess it was a good idea to just take it at the time. He discussed the entire situation in an interview he did with DJ Vlad here on YouTube. And in detail, Polo G went on to say he ended up breaking into this car that was parked alone in a parking lot. And while using this car to just drive around, the law enforcement was then called and told that this car was stolen. They were told to be on the lookout for it, and they had the license plate and everything. And it made the car get flagged while it was spotted on the highway, which then started a high-speed chase on the highway. On this high-speed chase, Polo G, I guess, ended up running into some sort of traffic and decided to get the car off of the highway and then into the normal streets. While trying to make a turn at an intersection to try to get away from law enforcement that was chasing him, Polo G ended up crashing the car, which caused a lot of issues for him in court. As guess what? This all ended up happening on New Year's Eve. And if you know anything about New Year's Eve, the streets are absolutely filled with people celebrating and everything like that. It was definitely very crowded where they were driving as well. And luckily, when the car ended up crashing, nobody was hurt at the incident. And this could have ended terribly for Polo G. This definitely could have caused some serious trouble for Polo G if somebody ended up being affected by this, but who knows, Polo G could have ended up never even entering the music industry if something like that ended up happening. But now, make sure you continue watching as I'm about to share how this is about to affect the future of his music career. Now, with Polo G being arrested around 6 times back to back to back and so on, it means that his priors list is very, very long. And I'm not saying that Polo G will be getting arrested again anytime soon, or at least I really hope not, but there is a strange thing that happens in the music industry where rappers get arrested quite often, and I'm honestly afraid that Polo G may end up being arrested again sometime in the future. And if it does ever end up happening, he will be then put into lockup for a few years, which would then in the end be ending his rap career for a little bit, and RAPSTAR would end up going down as his largest hit song ever. Now, I believe Polo G is capable of much more in this music world, and just from making videos about rappers for the last few years, I see huge rappers go into lockup all the time. From rappers such as DaBaby, Kodak Black, NBA Youngboy, NLE Choppa, I can honestly list them on forever. You could probably imagine and understand my point that I'm trying to make. It almost seems as if rappers just tend to break the law naturally. That way they're able to create new music, based on what they did and how they got into lockup, as well as getting placed into lockup sometimes actually really benefits a rapper's career, believe it or not. So there's a lot of strange things that go on in the music world with rappers, going to jail and things in that nature. We just really have to hope it doesn't happen to Polo G. Polo G will most likely end up, trying to cry for help in that sort of way to try to get his priors list, lowered, or even just having it all erased. But make sure you continue watching, as I'm about to share some new exclusive information about Polo G that all Polo G fans are going to be very excited for. Now, while we hope that Polo G does not run into any more issues with the law enforcement, some very good news is that we can be expecting a new Polo G album coming out very, very soon. So typically how it works is when a rapper has a hit song go absolutely viral online like RAPSTAR did, the rapper will tend to follow up all of the new hype with a new album to capitalize on all of the success from the song. And obviously the date has not been confirmed, but it is safe to say that a new Polo G album should be coming out within the next 2 months. So typically how it will work is if Polo G is signed to a music label, which he is, he has to release a certain amount of albums and singles for a calendar year. Being in the year of 2021, we have gotten a few singles from Polo G, but we have not been received an album just yet. Which, with the new hype from his song RAPSTAR, it's pretty safe to say that he will have to be releasing a new album this year, as it is in a written contract with his music label. And with that music label being in charge of a lot of things that gets released from Polo G, it is safe to say that they're also going to be wanting to capitalize on all of this success that he has gotten from this new song. Polo G's last album, The GOAT, was one of the best-selling albums of 2020, and with 2021 now, with Polo G having all of the new hype around his name, I can see his next album probably being the best-selling album or close to one of the best-selling albums of 2021. Just because how new and improved he's been, it sort of seems like each year he just gets better and better. Polo G is definitely here to stay in the music industry if he can stay out of trouble, that is. Now in this video I broke down Polo G's arrest records and what can happen if he does end up getting locked up one more time. If you're a Polo G fan and want the best for him, leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Anyways, this has been District Trending and I'm out. Peace.